Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play SimCity. Well, this episode is not really a Let's Play. As you can see, I'm downloading and validating data for an update, so I will take this time to speak to you about the new update. So what? Update 3.0 already? It's been only how much time? 2 weeks? Something like that they made the 2.0. It feels a bit early to make a major change, but I don't know, maybe a lot of people were working on it and maybe there was a lot of feature in it. I didn't read the news yet. I was waiting to read it with you and we will see what they did. So what did they do? Okay, we will have a bit of server down, but that was yesterday. Okay, I was not playing, so I don't mind. And new, added more hotel models to increase hotel variety. I didn't really made a working city with tourism, so I didn't saw that all hotels were the same, but maybe I don't mind about that. That's okay. Traffic. Okay, there's a bunch of stuff for traffic. That's a very good news. Last update, update 2.0, they said they made a few stuff about traffic, but I still had a bit of issues, so maybe this will solve. So what did you do? Updated routing system to improve traffic. Okay, system now understand more information about U-turns. That's cool. I will maybe not have to trick the game to make U-turns. Require vehicle stop and vehicle behavior on certain road types. That's fine for me. This should make traffic smarter. Okay, I'm excited to test this. We will go back to Arrakis on the next episode. Well, on this episode, but I will record in 2 sessions. It will be easier to check that. Commercial and industrial buildings stagger their work shift to start throughout commute hour. Okay, so we will not have one big peak hour for the traffic, but have more like one small hour and then one half an hour later another starting hour, something like that. That works. Fix one issue where a car won't move, causing traffic to back up behind it. Okay, I don't know which issue is this, but we have a lot of issue with gridlocks, etc. So that's always good. Vehicle can now make right turn on red. Okay, this should improve some case of traffic. So red is probably the red lights. I don't know where we have red lights in the game, but I suppose there is red light on each intersection. That's what they want to say, and vehicles can now turn on right. I'm living in Europe, so we don't do that. I know that in some country you do that, so maybe America, I don't know. So yeah, we will see. We will have a look. Maybe that will solve the issue about the four-way intersection completely stuck and no one moving. If that does it, it's really great. Trading polish that will improve regional traffic when one of the city has a lot of jobs and all its neighboring city has a lot of workers. That's something great. You know what? This weekend I went to a friend of mine. Well, you know it is working with me on the big regional multiplayer game out here, and basically he made one working city and I made one regional residential area city, and the workers were not commuting a lot between the two, and also we had a lot of traffic jam between the two, even that we had trains, we had a boat, we didn't have plane, but that's already a lot, yeah, isn't it? Oh, and buses, of course. So maybe I will load back this city with him and check if that works better. Air pollution, fix it more issue where city that place air polluting building receives large amount of air polluting from unknown sources. Yes, sometimes we had some pollution coming from the east when you had stuff on the west, etc. So that was a bit strange. But service vehicle fix for disappearing service vehicle on cities that whose vehicle has been disappearing. Okay, I don't know that. Most of the city we are playing on right now have been built after the update 2.0, so it doesn't matter. School bus fixed an issue where school buses were getting stuck at neighboring city or archaeology. It didn't impact me a lot, but I know we do have some issue with school that are not fully that have fully upgraded buses and with not a lot of people coming to them. So maybe that was an issue. Oh, okay. Apparently we didn't have audio for the French police station, but we do have now. It's not really interesting, but okay, why not? Trading, my favorite. So trading, fixed issue where file server were not trading consistently between brand. What? Okay, I suppose this is just two different map. Okay, it's not very interesting. Sewage trading. Sewage will now take the more direct route to regional sewage. That's okay. Made gifting more reliable. So yeah, once again, each time you give money to a city, it's always a bet. Will the money arrive? When will it arrive? And is it lost forever? So they made it better. Better doesn't mean it works every time. So I don't know. Ferry terminal can now send its sewage to the output pipe of treatment plants. Okay. So what? Okay, that's not. Apparently, the ferry terminal were not making sewage, if I understand correctly, and now they do. So it's harder. RCI tuning. Okay. Fixed issue where Sim going to a park via transit would sometimes lose their money or happiness on the way home. So apparently, okay, it will make the park better. Bulldozing abandoned or rubble buildings, okay, will now prevent new development for 6 to 12 hours. That's a game changing, because I will not be able to destroy all my abandoned cities and saying just go away and build something else. Apparently it will take a few times for them to build back on top of those abandoned city buildings. Well, for the rubble I should keep destroying them, but for the abandoned cities it's not very interesting. Less happiness is taken from wells 2 and 3 buildings when rent is due, when no money is present. So they need money. They need more money. Again, fix for some issue. So fix for issue some user experiences where building would stay abandoned because moving truck would not be able to move in. So yeah, that would make sense for me. Is that an issue, or if a moving truck cannot come to the building should stay abandoned? That makes sense to me. That's more like we have an issue with the traffic and we are trying to fix it the way we can. Trees, yeah, you know I like trees in SimCity. So what have you done? Trees now last longer, okay, but also do not eliminate as much ground pollution. Okay, so basically it's less interesting. So that's what they say. The trees take longer to remove the ground pollution. That's all I see here, because otherwise I could just pop new trees. Radiation, I never had radiation, so I don't know, cause less ground pollution than previously. I had a bit of radiation in one of my personal play, but not that much, so I don't know about that. I know that Theo, the man who is playing with me on the multiplayer region, is a very fan of exploding nuclear power plants, so that could help us in this let's play, we never know. Transit, Tangent South Bubble. I never read them, so I don't care. Improve to light to make rail looks better at night. I don't care neither. Streetcar stop can now be placed directly on standalone streetcar tracks. Okay, and passenger can walk along the tracks. So basically, you don't have to put a streetcar car track on top of a road. You can build them like you build normal train rails, but I never did it, so it doesn't change anything for me. Tune the change, bus or streetcar will go to high traffic stop first as a minor traffic improvement. That's good, that's very good. Okay, roads, university pedestrian pass can now be cross street. Okay, like other pedestrian pass. Like for instance, the windmill, yeah, you know, the stuff to make energy. You know, okay, that's cool, but I never had the use for it. But so maybe if I did needed it, it would have bothered me. Manufacturing trucks, fix issue. Some user experience where manufacturing trucks left the city and were lost permanently. Oh, that's something I didn't experiment, but it would be a very big issue. Delivery trucks, fixed issue where some user would experience a lot of resources. Okay, so if there's no garage and storage for the resource, the delivery truck for those users would destroy the goods. It's not good. Sports park, tune the amount of skateboarder and neighborhood athlete at the sport parks. Yeah, as you know, I'm not making a lot of sport parks because I didn't thought they were very great, but we could try again. Maybe it's better now. Data layer zone are now visible in heavy data layer. I have no idea what is heavy data layer, but it's probably a lot of layer like population, etc. We will look. Edit mode. Added more valid snap point in edit mode. This improvement is most noticeable in parks. I'm not a big fan of the snap point. It's very strange that we can place everything we want everywhere we want when we're not in edit mode, and we cannot do that when we are in edit mode. So for me, we should not add more snap points. We should just remove all the snap points and let people place extension where they want. Buildings addressed some case where building would stack on top of another. That's funny. I never had that, but it's probably something we would have to see. And yes, I don't know if I spoke about the 2.1. The 2.1 was just city processing issue. So apparently we had the issue with Hill Valley, for instance, on the first region. Apparently this is fixed, but we will see later. So that was my small update. Yeah, Maxis started, so I can probably start the game and start my countdown now. As you can see, I'm currently have my big timer. I will move it to my other screen, and I'm also updating a video. So yeah, I will finish that and I will start SimCity and come back. See you just right after that. Bye bye.